Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, your mind racing with a million thoughts, replaying conversations, worrying about tomorrow, and agonizing over decisions? The overwhelming pressure of life, from work deadlines to personal relationships, can feel like an endless storm, pulling you in every direction. But what if I told you that nearly 2,000 years ago, ancient philosophers already had the answers to this chaos? Welcome to the Stoic way of life, where peace isn't a distant dream, but a choice you can make every single day. Stoicism, a school of thought born in ancient Greece and refined in Rome, has been practiced by warriors, emperors, and everyday people seeking clarity amidst chaos. Its teachings remain just as powerful today, especially in a world that seems designed to overwhelm us. So, if you're ready to take back control and finally find calm in the storm, stick with me until the end. Because the Stoics left us a roadmap, and today we're going to unpack it together. The first and perhaps most famous teaching of Stoicism is this: focus on what you can control and let go of what you cannot. Epictetus, a former slave turned philosopher, put it simply: it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Take a moment to let that sink in. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, running late for an important meeting. Your heart's pounding, frustration builds, and you're tempted to scream at the steering wheel. But let's pause. Can you control the traffic? No. What can you control? Your response. The Stoics teach us that our energy is finite, and wasting it on things outside our control only deepens our suffering. Instead, focus on what's within your power. Can you call ahead and inform someone you'll be late? Can you use the extra time to reflect, listen to an audiobook, or practice mindfulness? The power to choose your reaction lies entirely with you. But this principle extends far beyond traffic jams. Think about the moments in your life when you felt overwhelmed. Disagreements with loved ones, unexpected financial challenges, or even global events like a pandemic. Ask yourself, in each of these situations, what can I control? By shifting your focus to the areas where you have influence, you reclaim your power and redirect your energy toward productive action. So, control the controllables. Keep this at the forefront of your mind whenever overwhelm strikes. Distinguish between perception and reality. The Stoics believe that much of our suffering doesn't come from events themselves, but from how we perceive them. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and one of the most notable Stoics, wrote in his Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Picture this. You receive an email from your boss with a vague request to discuss something urgent. Instantly, your mind spirals. Did I mess up? Am I about to get fired? Anxiety takes hold, even though the actual reality of the situation is unknown. The Stoic way is to pause and ask, what do I know to be true right now? Separate the facts from the stories your mind is creating. Instead of spiraling into anxiety, stay grounded in the present and remind yourself, I will handle whatever comes my way when it comes. This concept of separating perception from reality can be a game changer. Often, our minds default to worst-case scenarios because it's an evolutionary mechanism designed to protect us from danger. But in modern life, this mechanism frequently leads to unnecessary stress. By consciously challenging your perceptions, you create space for rational thinking. For example, let's say you're preparing for a job interview. Your mind begins to whisper, "You're not qualified enough. You'll stumble over your answers, you'll fail." Recognize these thoughts for what they are. Stories. What's the reality? You've prepared, you're capable, and the outcome isn't within your control. When you align your thoughts with facts, you reduce the grip of fear and self-doubt. Remember, perception isn't reality. Repeat this whenever your mind begins to overthink. Practice negative visualization. At first glance, this might sound counterintuitive. Why would anyone deliberately think about negative outcomes? But for the Stoics, this practice is a way to build resilience. Seneca, another renowned Stoic, advised, rehearse in your mind worst-case scenarios, not to worry yourself, but to prepare yourself. By imagining challenges before they occur, you diminish their power to overwhelm you. Here's an example. You have a big presentation tomorrow, and you're nervous about messing up. Instead of avoiding the thought, confront it head-on. Visualize the worst. Maybe your slides fail, or you stumble over your words. Then ask yourself, if that happens, what's the realistic impact? Chances are it's not as catastrophic as it feels. Practicing this technique not only reduces fear, but also prepares your mind to stay calm under pressure. But negative visualization isn't just about imagining failure. It's also about understanding impermanence. By contemplating the loss of things we hold dear, we cultivate deeper gratitude for them in the present. For instance, consider how you'd feel if you lost your health, your home, or your loved ones. This isn't meant to induce sadness, but to remind you of the value of what you have right now. Embrace the power of gratitude. In a world obsessed with what's next, the Stoics remind us to appreciate what we already have. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not indulge in dreams of having what you lack. Rather, reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess, and then thankfully remember how you would crave them if they were not yours." Gratitude is the antidote to overwhelm. When life feels heavy, take a moment to pause and reflect. What is good in your life right now? Your health? A supportive friend? Even the simple act of having a meal or a roof over your head is a gift many would long for. Try this Stoic exercise. Each night before bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Big or small, it doesn't matter. Over time, this habit rewires your brain to focus on abundance rather than lack. But don't stop at writing them down. Speak them out loud, share them with someone you trust, or reflect on them deeply. Gratitude is a practice, not a one-time act. The more you engage with it, the more it reshapes your mindset and helps you find joy in the present moment. One of the most profound Stoic principles is amor fati, translated as love of fate. This means embracing everything that happens, the good, the bad, and the ugly, as necessary and meaningful parts of your journey. Instead of resisting life's challenges, the Stoics teach us to welcome them with open arms, asking, "What can I learn from this?" When you shift your mindset from victimhood to empowerment, even the heaviest burdens become opportunities for growth. Think of it like this. Life is like a river. You can fight against the current and exhaust yourself, or you can flow with it, trusting that every twist and turn is leading you somewhere valuable. Amor fati doesn't mean passive acceptance. It means active engagement with life as it unfolds. When you embrace this mindset, you transform obstacles into stepping stones and pain into wisdom. You begin to see that even in hardship, there is beauty and purpose. The Stoics knew that life would never be free of challenges, but they also knew that within each of us lies the power to face them with grace and courage. By focusing on what you can control, separating perception from reality, practicing gratitude, and embracing life as it is, you take back the reins of your mind and your emotions. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, pause, breathe. Remember these timeless teachings and ask yourself, what would the Stoics do? If this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Hit that subscribe button to join the transformation trail and stay connected to ancient wisdom that transforms modern lives. Leave a comment below sharing how you'll apply the Stoic principles we discussed today. Let's continue this journey together, one step at a time.